Happy Sunday. Woo, woo, boy, oh boy. When I tell you that I've been trying to get my mind right this weekend. So I had different plans. I was like, I'm going to come into the weekend with a restful spirit. Hey, Angel Cakes. Hey, love. Thank y'all for being here. I said, I'm going to come into the weekend, rest, take a mental health break. So I did get to, do some pampering for myself, which felt really good because I always, look forward to pampering time. Just something for me, just take that time to do something for me. Sit on the massager, get a little massage, all that good little stuff, but when I tell you that life be life, life be definitely lifing. So, yeah, but I can say that I have gotten some rest this weekend, which I was looking forward to. You know, they could have kept all the other drama that came along with the weekend, but I'm not even going to get into that because it is never, ever, ever a dull moment. Yes, it's really good. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So, yeah, so I feel good that I did get a chance to do some self care for myself, because we talk about it a lot about taking care of you, doing what you need to do for you, taking care of your needs, because if you're not filling your cup up, then how are you going to fill somebody else's cup up? Because, you can't do something on a half full cup or a half empty cup, well, the way you want to look at it. Yeah, so you got to take care of you. Got to take care of you. So yeah, so it has been a lot going on. I hope everybody has been having a good weekend, enjoying. It's like I'm tripping about this weather though. Like it's been like up and down. Past this, it's all good. Exactly. Yes, always talking about self-care, doing something for you. Right. So, um, this weather has been tripping me out because I know although we are in like the middle of October, it's like usually like a 50-50. Sometimes you'll get like really nice weather. You might get like those late 60s to early 70s type of weather. And then sometimes you'll get like that really cold like wave of weather. So right now we're getting like some of that like 60, 70, like it's saying literally like it's like 75 degrees, like literally. And I'm like, man, like I can appreciate that. Man, can you imagine having that type of weather when you get the four seasons and you're in fall and you have like the 70s and it's carrying over all the way through like the winter months and things like that. Man, ooh, child. It's like as I'm saying it a lot, I was like, I would love that, love that, love that. But then that reminds me of like the climate change and like the global warming and stuff like that. So it's like, it's like it's one of those 50-50 things. Like, do you want to have like the warm like winters? Hey sister.
Hello. Peace
Yeah,
and love.
hey sister. Yeah, I was just talking about like how we get to four seasons and how although it is the middle of October, it's saying like 75 degrees outside. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, it's a nice fall day. I'm like, they can keep the wind because that wind was definitely windy. That wind was doing a lot, went on a lot. And especially like where we live at, we get like a lot of straight line winds. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so it be hitting a little different over here. It a little different. Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
like literally like me and your brother-in-law had to like dive into action like literally like, probably like half hour ago because the wind started hitting and of course when we did our patio, your hubby forgot to nail down the
Oh
gazebo.
no.
So yeah. So
Yeah.
even though that thing is probably about at least 150 pounds or something, that when them winds coming, that means nothing.
Oh
That
wow.
like,
Oh no. It was
yeah,
about to
so
fly away.
we're about to fly. We like what? Like this big old hunk of metal that's almost 200 pounds. Like, child, yeah, but when
Oh
them winds
wow.
come in and it goes up underneath the gazebo, even though that's all like what is it? It's like a not aluminum, but it's mixed between like steel and yeah, maybe aluminum, but it's really heavy. But the winds come in and they lift right onto it and it's a wrap. Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been terrible.
Yeah, so yeah, we out there fighting. So that was a reminder that time to nail it down.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. So
Getting it
yeah,
from Wilmington.
hubby made sure he took care of that. He made sure that. But anyway, how's it going with you? How are
All
you?
is well and wonderful, yeah, pushing through the pain every day.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, just doing my best
yeah,
day to day. Yeah, like the rest of us out here.
yeah.
Hey,
Exactly. Yep,
bro.
yep, yep. I here fighting
Yeah,
through it. Like I gotta say, life be life, and life is definitely life in right now.
every single day. Yes.
Definitely. Ah, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. But on the lighter
Mhm.
side of that, you got amazing news. She is in a contest right now.
Yay.
Miss
Yes.
Miss Janae Goddess Life is in a contest right now.
Mhm. Yes,
Yes,
yes. It is the Fab Over 40
yes,
yes contest, and I am currently number one in my group.
yes, she is. Yes, she is.
Yes.
Number one, number
But it's
one.
like, then it'll be like the top 20, and then it'll go to like the top 15, kind of
Okay.
thing like that, before I'd be like, number one overall. Yeah, so I want everyone to continue to vote every day. Um, yeah, and the information is on my phone, so I can't even like pull it up. But if you go to my Facebook page, Janae Goddess Life Henderson, you'll see it. I post it on there daily.
Mhm.
And yeah, that's where you can find it. Janae Goddess Life Henderson.
Janae Goddess
Uh,
Life. Listen, Fab
yeah.
over
Fab
40.
over 40. Please vote for me. Yes. I can win
Currently
forty
number
thousand
one in the
dollars.
league. Yes, she is currently number one. I make sure I go and vote every day. Cause I was
Yay!
like, my sister Zerd is like, I'm like, so I can't wait for her to be in. So she
Yes.
do what she need to do for her. Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Yep. So y'all heard it here, folks. Fresh off the press.
Mhm.
Vote for Miss Janae Goddess Life. Yes, yes.
Yes, I
But
appreciate you.
but yeah. So that kind of goes into what we're
Mhm.
gonna talk about today, like
Mhm.
like love languages and like friendships, not just relationships. And when we say love languages and friendships, that can kind of carry over to like friends and things like that. I mean, friends and family and stuff.
Mhm.
So it'll make more sense when we kind of like dive into it. So
Yeah.
me, it's like this topic really, really like hits home
Mhm.
because I feel like it's something that I've had as a struggle with like my whole life, like my whole teenage life, my adult life. Because I speak a different type of love language when it comes to like friendships. So we're not talking
Mhm.
about relationships. We're gonna take that relationship head off right now. But yeah, but we're literally gonna dive into like something that we really don't talk about enough, and that is the love languages and friendships.
Mhm.
We do not talk about it. Like you said, you always hear about it like with the romantic relationships and stuff like that.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's like, but think about like what about your besties, right? Your besties
Mhm.
or your day ones, or
Right.
or even like them coworkers that check in on you, right?
Mhm.
So it's like we tend to forget about those people that are
Mhm.
in our life, right? So it's like when we talk about like love languages, like they can be applied to like friendships using like the 5 categories. We also
Mhm.
talk about the love languages, like
Mhm.
using like the words of affirmation or like the acts of service or like receiving gifts, giving them their quality time and like even their physical touch. So
Mhm.
yeah, that
Right.
I've
Because
I,
you had them days and you like, I just need a hug. Yeah.
exactly. So I'm actually going to just give a little bit of like background on like which one entails, like to dive a little deeper into each category. Because sometimes you might hear it and be like, okay, but what does that look like? What does that sound like?
Right. In the world of friendship.
In the world of friendships, in the world of
Mhm.
friendships. Yeah, it's a lot different than what it looks like in the relationship, right? Like,
Right.
even though a friendship is a type of relationship, but it's different from outside like a romantic relationship, like with your boo or your significant other or your
Mhm.
spouse, something like that. It looks a little different, right?
Yeah.
So when we think about like words of affirmation, like it's like you offering like a verbal and type of encouragement, or like you give them like a compliment, right? Or
Yeah.
even like positive feedback through like calls or texts or even in person, right? Can
Mhm.
make like your friend like feel valued,
For
right?
sure.
Right.
Mhm. Yeah, I
And
love that. I definitely have, friends that I like reach out to that, you know, when I know that I really need to hear that. You know what I'm saying?
mhm,
You know what I mean? Friends that, like remind me, like they'll be like, girl, you a goddess, you know what I'm saying? And they'd be
mhm,
like, whoa, you know what I mean, like just to, like when I be feeling like I need that lifting up,
right.
you
Right.
know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. But
Mhm.
then an example of those words of affirmation could be like, girl, I'm proud of you, girl, or something like that. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Something.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like that movie, what's that with what is her name with Kiki and SZA? When she be like, you know what I mean? What she say? Cause you the one, not the two. Cause you the one, not the. She be like the two. You know what I mean? Like when he like say that, she be like, and then she be saying like, cause I'm the one, not the two. I'm the one, not the two. You know what I mean? And just like giving that feedback, like to lift your
Right.
friend up. You know what I mean? We be needing that for sure.
Right. Right. Right.
Mhm.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. 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 I mean, I love like when you giving like them compliments. Like I do it like to even like random people, not like it might not be people that are like in my circle or that I talk to all the
Mhm.
time, but when if I see a sister or something, I don't care who it is, like what walk of life she is. I'm like, her hair looking good today, or she got a cute outfit on, or she
Mhm.
got cute shoes. I'll be like, okay, hair, okay,
Yeah.
wear that, yes.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
it's just part of my makeup because I'm like, yeah, I just want to highlight you. Like I want to put some shine on you today because you might be feeling good and your hair you might feel like your hair cute. No, I ain't even give you a compliment today on it.
Mhm.
Something like
For
that.
sure. I love it. I really noticed that too. Like with my daughters, their generation, I feel like they do it a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when they be out, you know what I'm saying, and I'd be like with them, it'd be like everybody that they see, you know what I mean? It's like, like it's like they constantly finding ways to each other. Oh, I love your outfit. You know what I mean? Oh, I love your hair. Oh, I love your jewelry. You know what I mean? And people are doing it to them, you know what I mean? And so I don't know, it just seemed like, some has trickled down to where like their group, them early 20s young ladies, I see it so much. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they just be doing it. Yeah. Oh, I love your boots. Oh, your style. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
They yeah, like they do it. Like and she was, like and they tell me because they was going out to raves and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So they was saying that like how like just the way that they love on each other. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like when
Yes.
they're out, yep. And like even with people that they don't know, oh, I love your hair color.
Thank you.
Like just constantly like just giving compliments. And I think it's so wonderful and so beautiful. Yeah.
It is. Hey,
Mhm.
Super Chat, thank you so much. I appreciate you for sharing. Thank you
Mhm.
for tuning in today for Sister Talk. Yeah, yeah, like you don't understand, like them words of affirmation, what they can
Mhm.
do to somebody. Like, they can uplift their spirit. They can, like you said, like especially when it comes like to your friend circle, like somebody really close to you, like make them feel valued, make them feel
Mhm.
seen just by you giving them that compliment or that call or that text, something like that. So that's
Yeah.
example or like a word of affirmation. And then you have
Reassurance.
like like an act of service, like
Mhm.
demonstrate your care through like helpful actions. Like stuff is like helping with chores or running errands or being reliable. A
Mhm.
reliable source of support when somebody needed, right?
Yeah.
That part. That part.
Yeah.
That part. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Yep.
I need that because like it's not easy for me to ask for help, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Stuff, like I mean, there's been times where I've gone through things friends will, find out later and be so mad with me. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Why didn't you let me know? I could have made you a cup of soup or something. you know what I mean, type of stuff. And you know what I mean, it
It's
just be like, but yeah, so it's like I definitely try to keep that in mind and try to be better also with my friends with, situations like that. You know what I mean too. But yeah, I've definitely had those friends that like come, especially like when my children was little. And next,
mhm.
it's like they washing the dishes, and I'm like, "Oh, you don't have to do that. Thank you so
Right,
much."
right, right, right. Yes,
Yeah.
I definitely love like those acts of service, and it's like, and it don't even have to just be like with friends. It could be like with a family member or something. Like you said, like an act of service, like, oh, I got your coffee in the morning or something like that.
Yes.
Like I've had people drop off stuff like in my room. Like I think although like we're gonna get into it about like friendships and stuff like that, but I it's like I want to uplift like someone like my coworkers, like we
Aw.
might not be like we might not hang out like after work or something like that or
Mhm.
talk all the time, but it'd be like that act of service. Like I'll come in my room and they left me a cute little card, just like you got this. I just want to give you some shine and tell you that you're awesome. Like just something to
Mhm.
just to say that I see you and I appreciate
Yeah.
all that you do. Like my one day I came in my room and I had a mug, personalized mug with my name on it and a car and
Mhm.
stuff like that. I'd be like, wow, like it be tripping me out. But I'm like, just them little things, just to show that you care. It's like
Yeah.
a nice act of service that you can really, really, really show somebody, right? And that's a
Mhm.
love language, right? Like a lot of people,
Definitely, definitely. It's like,
yeah,
them little things that help, like, that can help take the burden off, you
yes,
know. Yeah, what I'm saying,
hmm
and like when somebody is recognizing that, you know what I
right.
mean, just a little, something supportive.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So yeah, we're literally talking about love languages and like friendship because it is. It's like five different love languages. Like we talked about the words of affirmation, like just giving somebody a compliment or something, tell somebody that you're proud of them or you see them or you
Mhm.
like there's something about their hair or something that they're wearing and shoes, something like that. You know, that's a word of affirmation and an act of service, like just doing something
Mhm.
random or spontaneous is something makes somebody feel good or whatever.
Right.
um and like even like with gifts, like I kind of talked about, you know that act of service, like somebody just doing something, show that they care, and this kind of goes along with the love language of gifts. Like I'm a person that like to give gifts, and I know people around me are the same way. you know,
Mhm.
let's be random with stuff, right? Giving
Yeah.
a token of appreciation. Yeah, we do that a lot, especially in our profession, because we feel like that we are very undervalued and very unappreciated
Mhm. Yeah.
a lot.
Yes. Yes. Teachers definitely are. Yes,
yes,
teachers and mothers, and it's like when you both.
yes, that part, that part.
Yes.
That part. Yeah, yeah. It's like literally feel like that we're like the unsung heroes. Like, we tend to get taken for granted. It's just like, okay, you're a teacher, that's your job, that's what you do. But you don't know like the blood, sweat, and tears that actually go into it, the
Right,
planning.
because man, teachers, like all the teachers I know, go above and beyond. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Spend
Okay.
money out their own pocket all the time for their children. You know what I mean? Like, working after hours. You know what I mean? Just like, trying to, so hard to do a good job. You know what I'm saying? With their
Mhm,
students.
mhm,
Yeah.
mhm. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah. You do not understand this. Like, especially if you're a good teacher and you really care about your students and you want to see them succeed and you want them to thrive, you definitely put a lot of time in. Like I know me, like I put time in. Like my work doesn't stop just in the classroom. I'm bringing my work home with me,
Exactly.
planning and
Yeah.
preparing for the next day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I definitely appreciate, those tokens of appreciation and,
For
those
sure.
gifts to say, I see you, like
Yeah.
I see what you're doing. I just want to uplift and, how
Yeah.
you do that, right? Yeah. So yeah,
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
also that type of person. Right. And
Yeah.
then again we talk about the number three um category of love language, and that's like quality
Quality
time.
time.
Quality time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a big one too, because because it's like people's time is valuable,
Whew.
I'm saying, as it is, what I mean? And so, yeah, it's like, when you have those opportunities to spend time with someone that you love and someone that you care about, You know what I mean? It means a lot, you
Ah,
know. Yeah, I'll be reaching out to my friends like, let's do lunch, let's do something, you know what I mean? Trying to like, yeah, yeah, making those moments meaningful. And that's why I know like even like how much you love quality time and
I
family
do.
time and when we can all get together and stuff,
Do.
we like yeah, like we know how important that is to you.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, yes, yeah, yeah. That quality time is like you're spending that dedicated, focused time together, right?
Yeah.
Whether like you said, whether it's going out or like having just a deep conversation, like even those deep conversations could be a lot, like and you never know what people are going through or something, and they just need to
Mhm.
talk and have somebody be there just to listen or something like
Yeah.
that, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
and and I
Mhm.
and you know me, like you just said, like I just enjoy company. Yeah, you
Yeah,
know.
like me too. That's why I'll be like, what I mean, like I try to make sure that I keep my house clean, you know what I'm saying, like I be wanting people to come by. I love visitors.
Yeah,
Yeah, it'd be like, no, we can definitely chill at my place.
yeah, yes, yes, yeah, yeah. That's why I said if you stay ready, you have to get ready. Yeah,
Right.
you know what I mean.
Mhm. Mhm.
And then the last category is like the physical touch, right?
Yes.
Affection, affection.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Yes, that physical contact. Like you said, like
Mhm.
the hugs or like just
Yes.
pat on the back or like
Yes.
handshake, high five, fist bump.
Yeah.
Yes, you
Mhm.
understand how the physical contact could really mean a lot. Somebody could just use a hug. You know what I'm saying,
Yes. Man,
girl?
hugs are so healing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
I know I have posted things about like just,
yes,
like hugs when you're hugging somebody and how much it reduces stress and stuff, you know what I'm
exactly,
saying? So, like I'm a hugger.
girl.
Yeah.
You already know.
I'm a hugger. And it's like I want to hug on this side and I want to hug on that side, like yes, Yeah, they
Yes,
say like,
yes.
that connection when cuz the heart is on the left, so when you hug, what I mean, to the left and it's like, something about like the heart and with the circulation and yeah. So
Yeah.
I'll be like, when you see me, you can come and give me a hug.
And give me a hug. Give me a hug.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And it's like you don't never know when somebody need a hug. Like you said, um,
Mhm.
it feels good. Like when you roll up on somebody and they just be like, just embrace.
Arms out.
Arms
Yes.
out, give me a
Yes.
hug, and
That
I
loving
feel like
energy. As long as the energy is loving, I'm
right,
open for
right,
it.
right. That part. That part.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll be like, oh, you don't know how much I needed that today. Oh my
Right.
god. You know what I'm saying? Yes, yeah. Yeah, yeah, and I try to do that physical touch too, especially like how you can read somebody's energy or you can see like in their face or their body
Mhm.
language that they may need that hug or something,
Yes.
or they
Yeah.
might need that word of affirmation.
Mhm.
I'm good. I'm real good at like reading people's like energy, their face,
Right.
and I'll just say like, do you need a hug or something?
Mhm.
Yeah, or give me a hug or something. I ain't even gonna ask you. I'm just be like, come here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come here. Let me hug you. I see that you need this right now.
Mhm.
So yeah,
For sure, for sure. It's like especially, I mean, when you're feeling, like when you're feeling good
yeah,
and what I
yeah,
mean, because what I mean, able to put that excess energy onto somebody, what I'm saying, to
absolutely.
help to make them, help make their day, because it's like it's also that transference of energy, what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying, so what I mean, it's like, what I mean, having to be careful, what I mean, with that at times. So too, what I mean. Um what I mean, so that you're also protecting your energy, what I'm saying? Somebody be going through something and next you hug them and next you're feeling some type of way. What I'm
Mm,
saying? After, so it's still important to protect your energy, what I mean, in that way though too.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So we kind of just broke down like the 5 categories of love languages, right?
Mhm.
Like how you can show up for friendships or show up for people like in your life and stuff like that. But it's
Mhm.
like you just said, like how do you figure out which one like your friends or family or that special
Mhm.
person in your life, like how do you know what they actually need in that moment?
Right, right. It's like, I don't know, because, sometimes it's that being intuitive, like I know, like for me, like anybody who knows me knows Janae loves to eat. I love, I love some good food. I
Yes,
love to eat,
yeah, yeah.
and you know what I mean? But I'll be like, where does that fall on the love language thing? You know what I mean? Would that be like acts of service or something?
Actually,
Like, does somebody feed
actually,
me? Like, the
act-
way to my heart is to
it's my
eat.
stomach. Ah, yes, that is an exercise. Like you said, like bringing that coffee, like when people know like what you like is something,
Mhm,
and like you have a habit and you always like repetitive with different things. People start to see that and be like, oh, you know what, I got to do that or something like that.
mhm.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Mhm,
like me, like I love tea or something. And then, I
mhm,
feel somebody bring me that random cup of tea, be like, "Ooh, I stopped at Starbucks, and got you some tea, or
mhm.
got you
Be
your,
like,
your,
oh,
your
that's
caramel ribbon crunch or something." Be like, "Oh my god,
nice.
yes,
Mm. But it's also like the combination of things, you know what I mean? Because it's like, even if somebody is, like giving, things, like if they're not talking to you nice, you know what I'm
mm,
saying? Then it's like that'll make you not want they give,
that's true,
you know, and
that's
stuff.
true."
But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it all be like, what's that? It'd be like layering in a
Yeah,
way. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
But yeah, you know what I mean? I remember working at this I used to work at this school many, many years ago. Worked at Pickett. And one of my coworkers used to always bring me these chocolate covered pretzels. And I
Oh,
was just like, you trying to be my best friend.
that's right. Ah,
Be my best friend. Like bringing me these chocolate covered pretzels every day.
okay. I know that's right. I know that's like it be just the little things. Like it don't have to be like nothing expensive or crazy. It's just some small gestures, right?
Yeah.
Small gestures, Right. And it's funny that you mentioned something about coworkers. Like, although, you know, pretty much relatively like my cohorts and people that I'm like close to, like especially in my grade team, we kind of look out for each other and we may do something random or kind for one
Mhm.
another. But I could remember a time like you said, like when people's like energies are different when they doing something for you. I could,
Mhm.
working with somebody and they had like an off energy. Like
Mhm.
they wanted to be nice, sometimes they didn't. Like their energy was like always all over the
Mhm.
place, up and down, right? So it was like when they tried to do something nice, you'd be like, like, oh,
Is it sincere?
what side of you am I getting
Mhm.
today? So you were
Yeah, you
just
be feeling like it's the ulterior motive. Like, why you giving me that?
right, right,
You doing that to me
exactly.
for?
Exactly. Yeah, like it
Mhm.
really had you side eye question, like, okay, you was just being
Mhm.
shady like earlier or
Mhm.
yesterday, and now it's like you doing something nice, you saying something nice, right? Like I don't like the up and down. I don't like the up and down stuff
Yeah.
because it's like when you try to do something nice, it's not going to be received well. Because
Mhm.
I would notice that when they would try to do a nice gesture, nobody would like be jumping through hoops to be like, oh my god, that's so nice, thank you. Like people would be
Mhm.
like, okay,
Mhm.
so like I mean, so I would watch this coworker be like, dang, like I went out my way to go buy XYZ or something, and nobody even like came to partake or nothing like that because like you literally spent a lot of time with that nasty negative energy and stuff, and then you
Mhm.
when you're probably in a good mood or your day is
Mhm.
going the way you want and you decide you want to do something nice and nobody is feeling it. Nobody feels
Mhm.
today like you can keep whatever you just bought. I don't want it. Want it, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you said, like them energy sensors are definitely real. Especially like when you
Yeah.
call yourself doing the extra server, you gotta be mindful of that. Like if you haven't given off the best energy, and you decide that you randomly want to do something nice for somebody, Don't expect them to be real receiving of it, real receptive of it. Right,
Mhm.
right. But yeah,
Yeah. Mhm.
but yeah. So now let's
Mhm.
talk about like how do you even learn like your friends' love languages, right?
Mhm.
Like how do you even learn it, right? Like it's like sometimes like you be out here like loving your friends the way that you like to be loved.
Mhm.
Right? But
Yes.
not loving them the way they need to be loved, right?
Correct.
That's
Yeah.
when you start getting a disconnect.
I think a clue is, seeing the way that they show love. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? You know what I mean? Like, sometimes a way that a person shows love be like the way that they be wanting to receive love.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
know, what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like, say, like for you, you know what I mean? Like how, you give gifts and stuff, you know what I mean? You also like to receive gifts.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like, I know that that's one of your love languages. Mhm. Mhm.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah. And I know, like, for me, like, say, like, sometimes, like, people, give me things, and it's like I'll keep that in mind, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And I'll be like thinking, like, okay, you know what I mean? I'll be wanting to make sure that I, like, reciprocate that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'll be like, okay, that's like their love language. You know what I mean? They did this for me, and I'll be wanting to do it back. You know what I mean? Like, I tend to. I tend to try to, reflect, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Be a reflection of, how the way that a person treats me, be
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, they did this for me. I'm going to do this for them.
Right.
You
Right.
know,
Right. Right.
yeah, I'll keep them in mind, you
Right.
know, yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Hmm.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I feel like my love language is not very hard to see true. Like you said, like it's like noticing how like like they show you how they love you. You know what I'm saying? Like people
Hmm.
show their love in different type of ways, right?
Yeah.
Like you said, whether they giving you like words of affirmation or they doing just an act of service, they might not be a good gift giver or something, but they might be like, "Girl, I'm gonna come over, wash your dishes," or "I see that you needed this done, so I took the time to do that for you," or something like that.
Hmm.
Right? They might do
Yeah.
like an act of service or something, or you might get that person that always hug you, like, "Come here, girl, give me your hug, let me hug you today,"
Hmm.
like that. Like people have different ways of showing you how they love and care about you, like especially
Right.
like in friendships, right? So like I could just think back, and I think I've talked about it like a long time ago about how friendships for me has been like
Hmm.
up, right? And
Yeah.
even when I thought I had like really like friends, like my besties, like you said, your day ones, right?
Hmm.
And it's like, man, like that's my ride die. Like we gonna be rocking and rolling for a long time or something like that, right?
Hmm.
Then you might have those clash of love languages, right? So
Right.
one way that you might show something, might not be the way they rock, right? So it's like
Hmm.
when that's the time when you start to have to like really like listen. All right, if somebody like complaining or their needs, like they'll say something like, like you never check on me or something like that.
Mm.
Or,
Yeah.
that's the information like that they need some quality time from you or something, or they need you to do that check-in. How you
Yeah.
doing today or something,
Right.
you rock out, have the best amazing day because you are awesome or something like that. You know,
Hmm.
like the little things that you have to like listen to and pay attention to. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I had one person in my life that were they always say that I need somebody to pour into me. I need somebody
Mm.
they would say that a lot. I need somebody to pour into me, right? And at
Mhm.
first they would say that a lot. So that was like a clue for me. Like this person loves like check-ins. They love for you
Mhm.
to like give them quality time. They love for you to show that you care. So
Mhm.
I'm like, I could like relate and resonate with that a lot. So I would be like, okay, let me just send a random text and how's it doing? How's your day? Have an awesome day. Good morning, something like that.
Mhm.
Do that check in. How you doing today? Stuff like that, right? Um,
Yeah,
but it was more like that. It was kind of like they would want to receive the check-ins, and
but they
you know,
wasn't
it wasn't
checking
on
in
it.
with you. Yeah, it was
right,
one sided.
right, right,
Yeah,
right,
so it's like
right.
you was learning theirs, but they wasn't learning yours. You know.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly, exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's when you start getting a disconnect, or when you start
Mhm.
connect, right? Because you like when you want somebody to listen to you, right? Your needs and your complaints, but you're not like trying to listen to them, and that's when they
Mhm.
call it like that love language start to mix, right?
Right.
Um, like some people have like more of a like one dominant style of like love language or something like
Mhm.
they want to always receive but don't want to give. And
Right.
I feel like that I've just in my life that I had a lot of love language mix, a lot of love language clash, because I'm big on quality time. So if I feel like you don't have time for me, then it's like, okay,
Mhm.
I'm gonna stop making time for you.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Naturally.
You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it's like when you're like showing them love languages, whether it's like the affirmation or the like the physical touch or like the quality time, something like that. It's like you have to be consistent with a lot of stuff.
Right, right. I
That's
feel
when
like for me, like with my friends, like, it'd be sometimes we don't even talk for like months. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? But, but when we do speak, it's like we pick right back up where we left off at. You know what
see
I'm
that's
saying? It'd
not
be like no time has passed, you know what I'm saying? It's like everybody understands that like life is lifing and everybody got stuff going on and um yeah, it's like, we've been friends for so many years, you know what I'm
hmm.
saying, that we don't even be like we don't be sweating it, you know. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I know it'd be like some friends, like they talk every single day and what I mean, type of stuff like that.
Hmm.
Um but yeah, it's like, it seems like we might have those moments, but then it'd be like other moments where it's like, I don't know, I'm saying like months to go by, you know what I'm saying? But, it's like nobody is upset, you know what I'm saying? Like we don't blame our happiness on each other, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? It's like, yeah, it's like we just keep on moving and still be, happy to still be in contact, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And
Hmm.
stuff. Yeah. So, it's like, yeah, yeah, and I don't mind that. I don't be minding, it don't seem like and they don't either. And I'm talking about my girlfriends that you know what I'm saying, that, you
I
know for
kind of got an
years.
idea. I kind of got an idea. I kind of got an idea that because I know you have a lot of friends that's been in your life for a long, long time, right?
Yeah.
And it's like as you're saying that, it's like I have like those friends, like you said, that if we don't talk every day or we don't see each other all the time. We can go most of our talking, but it's like when we do get that random text or that phone call, like "How you doing?" or like that, maybe
Mhm.
get together for lunch. I'm excited. I
Right.
think it's like I don't know, like it's a different type of friendship for me. Like I
Mhm.
have those friends that we can be distant friends, but
Mhm.
I'm always glad to hear from you when I talk to you.
For
But
sure.
if I have like the friend that I consider like my bestie, then
Mhm.
I should be talking to you every day.
Yeah.
I should be hearing from you every day. You know what I mean? You should know
Mhm.
what's going on with me. I feel like it's two different type of friendships. Two different type of
Mhm.
friendships for me. And
Mhm.
problem I'm having is that when I start to have like a bestie, somebody that I feel like that I can hang with, spend quality time with, it's like the love languages are mixing. Like
Hmm.
I'm like okay, like I'm okay with you calling me or talking to you every day or whatever that, and they be like, like I'm not that type of friend. I might not talk to you for a couple of days or something like that or whatever, and then I'll
Mhm.
randomly call you or talk to you or something like that. So I don't know. I don't know. Cause it's like if it goes like a week or two and you're supposed to be my bestie and I ain't heard from you or talked to you, it's like okay, then I'm in my feelings at this point.
Mhm.
I'm like, why you calling me now? I ain't talked to you in like a week or 2 months. You know what
They call to keep the connection.
I mean? Girl, girl. Listen, I don't know. I don't know if it's the stubbornness to me or what. It's dumbness of me. Because I
Uh-huh.
don't know why. It's like, okay, you was truly not who I thought you was.
Oh my gosh.
Ah! Like I said, like I have like the distant friends. Like, okay, I ain't gotta talk to you for days. I ain't gonna talk to you for me. I ain't gonna even talk to you for months. But if when I
Yeah,
do talk to you, I'm excited. I'm excited to talk to you. I'm excited to hear from you. It's like, hey, how you
right.
doing? We do a little catch up. But
Yeah.
if I consider you my bestie, we're not doing that.
Yeah. You're like, no, I need to be hearing from you every day.
That part.
Yeah.
They're not doing that because I think we did the last week or week before we talked about like how like when thought I had this real good friend bestie from like early
Yeah.
high school and stay friends like all these years, and you know how we said when you grow and evolve you expect your bestie to grow and evolve with you, right?
Yeah.
They should be ready to cheer you on. They should be your cheerleader, right?
Yeah.
And it just totally shut it down. Like,
Mhm.
I'm your friend, but I ain't Jack type of friend. Like, what?
Wow. Yeah.
That is so.
Yeah. I mean, like, that's hurtful for somebody to like say that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And I think that's why like my love language like clashes a lot with people.
Mhm.
It does. I
Yeah,
feel.
well, maybe mine does, cause I don't really, it's like I think sometimes I be so like in my own world, you know.
Uh,
Yeah, like what I'm saying. But I'm more like that in a relationship. You know what I'm
mm,
saying?
hmm.
It's like we're in a relationship. Yes, that's some daily shit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's some daily. You know what I mean? A couple weeks go by, it's like, wait, what? I just got ghosted. That's how I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but like in friendships, I don't know. I think I be a little. It's a lot of yeah, like it's a lot of leeway, a lot of rope. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a lot less. I guess pressure.
Mm-hmm.
I guess what I'm saying. To connect or something.
Okay.
Um, yeah, yeah. But dang, maybe I need to be a better friend. I'm gonna start reaching. I'm about to reach out to all my friends today. Like, honey, you know what I'm saying? Let's connect. We need some more. We need better sisterhood.
Girl, listen. I could truly think of just one friend that I've had in my entire life that showed up for me. Really
Yeah.
showed up. We showed up for each other. Like
Mhm.
they were like the big sister that I never had. As you know
Yeah.
how like that you have like that one or two people that come in your life, and even if you don't see or talk to them anymore, like they leave an impression on you. Like
Yeah.
questionable. Yeah,
Mhm.
like it's like I always think about like, oh my God, like I would love to just have my old best friend back. Like my sister. Right?
Mhm.
Person that I would talk to every single day. They
Where
showed
is she
up like,
now?
hmm.
I mean, like she's still with us on this realm. Like somebody you can still reach out and be like, "Hey, I know it's been a long time, but I love you and I miss you and I want to see
But
you."
the thing, like, so we've kind of lost in connection. We have.
Mhm.
The last time I seen her was like in passing. It might have been maybe, oh geez, like maybe not 10. No, it gotta be like 11, 12 years ago. So
Oh
I
wow.
just ran into her,
Mhm.
right? And I'm like, oh my God, like I was like so like happy to see her. I was like, yeah, like we gotta keep it up. Like she was just like telling me stuff that she had went through, like she had
Mhm.
went through like a bout of like breast cancer. I'm like, oh my God, like
Oh.
like I wish I would have
Yeah.
been there for you when you were going through
Mhm.
something like that. Cause you were a really good friend to me, right? She was
Mhm.
literally like my sister. But I think because of our closeness and our sisterhood back then, that was when I was in a tumultuous relationship, right?
Mhm.
Me and her were best friends. We were like sisters before I got into this relationship.
Right.
So when I got into this new relationship, my new significant other wasn't feeling it. Okay, they
Yeah.
they had a big problem with me having like this best friend slash sister.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
we
Oh,
were so
connecting with anybody.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. I
yeah,
remember.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They had a big problem with their
Uh-huh.
sisterhood, right? So
Yeah.
they did whatever they could to put a wedge and separate and
Yeah.
isolate me from those that really loved and cared about me, right?
Yeah.
And like she was one of them, right?
Right.
So, and I know she was fighting. She was fighting hard to be like, no, that's like my sister. Like, I want to know what's going on with her. You know, she
Yeah.
would like randomly pop up or call and stuff like that. And my
Mhm.
brother just wasn't having it. Like you come across like when you get into a relationship and you have that person that is really jealous, so they don't have that in their life,
Mhm.
they're going to really try to destroy or take away something that you have. You know,
Yeah.
when you have somebody that care and you have somebody that show up for you, they're gonna try to tear that apart. So
Mhm.
unfortunately, that's what happened with
Right.
with my best friend. My
Yeah.
other was very jealous and envious of that relationship. So they did everything in their power to put a wedge and separate us. Okay. So
Yeah.
it was like
So,
so
yeah.
after that, it was
Uh-huh.
kind of like, she still stayed in contact with the family. She still would, try to do check-ins and, do the little sneak calls. I just want to see how you doing and check like
Right.
that and stuff like that. But it was never the same. When I finally
Mhm.
got out of that tumultuous relationship, it was so much time had passed by and us not
Mhm.
really being able to talk every day and connect every day. It kind of put like a little like distance in between us. It was like how do we pick up from here? You know what I mean?
Right.
You
Right.
know. But that was like
Yeah.
my one like really person I could really say my true best friend and
Mhm.
like my sister. Like my sister.
Yeah.
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 Mhm.
Yeah. So you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Mhm.
I definitely miss her and her friendship. Cause we
Oh,
pretty much spoke the same love language. We did. We definitely spoke the same love language, and I haven't had a friend like that in my life since. Like,
yeah.
I have never had anybody come across anybody that was like her. That
Yeah.
was
You
genuine.
know, for
That,
me, it was like in high school for me, like my high school friends, you know what I'm saying? It's like we literally is like, like how we already together every day in high school and then we come home and we on the phone all evening. You know what I mean? And
right,
it was,
right.
it was like yeah, and we still have like we got our like our girls chat, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It's a
yeah,
nice little number of us and
yeah.
we stay in touch, we check in but it's
Mm,
still, it's not like it was when we was in high school, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's like, but still just to be like, hey, how's everybody doing? Kind of thing and stuff. And we always talk about meeting up and getting together. Some of us don't even live in Philly no more. Um,
Mm, hmm.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we always trying to, figure out how we're going to get together,
Yeah,
and stuff. You know
yeah,
what I mean? So, but it's nice. It's nice to, you know what I mean, to have that crew still, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And I know
yeah.
that, like when we be having like different, life changes and stuff like that, like everybody is chiming in, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You know, um, whether it's like, a birthday or, somebody losing a parent, you know what I mean? Or, just different things that have happened over the years, you know what I'm saying? Um, we'll connect on that way, even though we may not say anything on Facebook or something. It's like not like, we had that direct connection with each other.
Right.
And so it's like, it's like the love is strong, the love is real, you know what I'm saying? Like I love them women, you know what I'm saying? But we don't
Yeah.
talk every day,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the ones that are here in Philly, I try to, connect with them when I can.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, what I mean, it's like, yeah, the thing with friendships and stuff, it's yeah, it's like we need them. It's like that system, that support system, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice when it's nice and strong
It
and
is. It is. It
you
is.
know.
Yeah. I sit back and I look at people that been friends for like ever and they just like join at the hip all the time. It's like, wow, it's like that. Like I remember those
Mhm.
days, like having that best friend that we were literally like joint at the hip. You know what I'm saying? Like you, if you saw
Yeah.
me, you saw her. You know, she cared about
Right.
my kids. I cared about hers. She only had one, but I cared about her son. Like picking her son up for school, or she had my kids babysit my kids. I babysit her son. Like it was just like truly like a genuine sisterhood. Like we really supposed to say.
Yeah.
And so that's why we said like they call it like love in action, like showing up for your friends in the right way, right?
Right. I hear
Showing up,
you.
showing up for your friends in the right way, right? Whether you're
Mhm.
you're being like very
Mhm.
intentional, like right, like whether it's like the words of affirmation, like you saying, like go ahead, girl, like I'm proud of you, got it, keep going, always
Yeah.
like being random or like encouraging, like speaking life into them, like you were saying,
Mhm.
like how you grew up, like you're a goddess, like people like
Yeah.
right.
Uh-huh.
Speaking
Yes.
life. Exactly, right, right. So that's one way that you can be really intentional, really intentional, right? And sometimes like
Yeah.
you might not have like that best friend, but you might have like that family member that's like your best friend. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You know what
Yes.
I mean? So it's like although I don't like have like that outside like best friend, like I still like consider like my sister like my best friends. You know what I
Yes.
mean? So
Yeah.
So I'm gonna always like speak like that. People think like that's your sister, of course, but I was like, she's still my best friend too. I consider her my sister, my best friend.
Yes. And
She
that's
might
how I
not
feel about you, man. Like I be telling people, be like, yo, like my sister don't play when it come to me.
that part, that part.
Yes.
Showing up.
Yes. Like I love you,
Mhm,
you know what I'm saying? Like I know like that the love is real, the support is real, you know what I'm
mhm,
saying? Yeah,
yep,
you know what I mean? It's like, like when I think about people that's on my team,
mhm.
like yeah, like you in there. Be like, yo, like I know my sister love me.
Yeah, like I said, like and, we may not talk every day, but it's like
Right.
you here, you already know,
Yeah.
you already know.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, but like I said, like being intentional about it, right? Sending them random words
Yeah.
of encouragement, right? Or like
Right.
the act of service, like offering help without even being like not even being asked, you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
can definitely appreciate them acts of service.
Yes. Yes. That thoughtfulness. You know
Yes,
what I'm
the
saying?
confidence.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think about like especially like I know like mom tends to do this a lot. Both my mom. The times when she would be able to come down or whatever and
Mhm.
like for the holiday or something and she see me cooking, I'm cooking up some stuff, I'm trying to clean up and she'll come in and just like do all the dishes, clean up the kitchen for me and stuff like that. It's like I can
Mhm.
appreciate stuff like that. I appreciate
Mhm.
and it's like I always try to reciprocate that as well, like whenever I am able to go over to mom and dad's house, I'll try to do something random, do an act of kindness or something. If I see that they
Yeah.
help with something to do something for them or something, right? So
Mhm.
that's another love language of showing that you care. It don't gotta be nothing
Yeah.
like, oh, I see that you needed help with this or this needs to be done or something like that. And
Mhm.
do it, right?
Yeah.
And how you said like the phone thing, like how you like to talk to your girlfriends on the phone, something like that.
Mhm.
That's considered quality time.
Yeah.
Considered quality time, right? Like you might
Yeah.
not be physically with them, but just talking on the phone for like hours and hours and hours and hours. Like I'm like, I don't even have anybody that I think like my distant friend, yeah, my distant friend, like we don't talk every day. 'Cause we're in the same profession. They teach
Mhm.
kindergarten the same way I do, and we know that that kindergarten life is a little different, right?
Mhm.
So it's like, but when I do get like that phone call or touch for them, it be like, hey, how's life treating you? Yes, how's your kid baby?
Yeah.
Like we can sit and talk like for hours on the phone, right? But that's what I could one of my distant friendship, and I met them through work, and we
Yeah.
just we just maintained like that friendship and that connection, even though they went on
Mhm.
to to teach at a whole nother school. But it's like we've never like forgotten about the connection that we had when we did used to work together. So
Yeah. Yeah. It's like those friends. When I talk with them, we be on the phone for hours. It'd be
Right,
like, oh my God, like let's get like I gotta get off this phone. Like, I could talk to you for hours. What I mean? We
right,
having to hang up. Yeah.
exactly, exactly. Yeah, it's like making that time, like and being present. Be like, I ain't talking
hmm
to you now. I got all the time in the world to talk to you for hours, hours, hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, those
Yeah.
are times like I could really, really like appreciate like that. I feel like that we do have like a genuine friendship, a genuine connection, because
Yeah.
how you cross people and you say how they could be in your life for a season or a reason, right?
hmm
I don't seasonal people. Y'all might have been good, y'all might have been connected for that little season, and then y'all don't talk or see each other ever again. You know,
Yeah.
I have those kind of friendships too. Like, ooh,
Me
when we were
too.
around each other, we was thick as Steve. You know what I
I
mean? Talking all the
know. I
time,
got some
right?
people like that too. And it's like, or sometimes, them photos would come up and they'd be like, dang, where did this what happened to
Right.
that person? I'll be like, yo, I miss them.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have to be thick as Steve, right? Talk all the time.
Mhm.
Yep. Bust it up. Yes, it's be like fizzle, and then you be like,
Yeah.
damn, how they doing?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then
Yeah.
lost contact and everything.
That part.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
I definitely value the genuine connections. I
Yeah, for
value
sure.
genuine connections. Like even though we don't see each other every day or we don't talk every day, I
Mhm.
do value the fact that you when you can pick up the phone or text and say, "Hey, I was thinking about you. How's it
Yeah.
going?" Like that's what do it for me. That's what do it for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I try to
Mhm.
reciprocate that. Like I'm like they might be in my mind, like, you know what, I'm just reaching out. How are you? I was thinking about you,
Mhm.
how's it going, or something like that. Let you know that you still a value to me. Like I still like love and care about you as a friend, and I just want to reach out and show you.
For
You know,
sure.
like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'm definitely like that. Like I'll just check in or I'll be like just sitting in love. Like I'm sending waves of love and comfort, what I'm saying? Just, I mean, hoping
Right.
that, I can add some sunshine to your day. And that
Right.
may be it. You know what I'm saying? It's like I ain't
Exactly.
leaving, but it's like just letting you know like that somebody out here is loving on you. You
Part.
know.
That part.
Yeah.
That part. Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah. Because like even we talking about like the gifts, like it could be just like the little thoughtful stuff, the thoughtful gestures or something. Like
Right.
nothing like pricey, something just like giving them their favorite coffee. Say, "Ooh, I picked up coffee for you today," or something like that. Or
Mhm.
you want to go to lunch, or I know you like these donuts or this bagel or something. I decided to pick it up for you, something like that.
Yes.
We just
Yes.
right? Yeah,
Mhm.
right. I love just like the thoughtfulness of it. And I feel like sometimes I could be like really random with something like that.
Mhm.
Like if that feeling hits me, like I'm gonna do XYZ today. I'll just do it. Just do it.
Yeah.
But but we're talking about this because I know they talk a lot about like love
Mhm.
languages, but they always emphasizing it when it comes to like romantic relationship. But
Right.
but love languages speak volume and across the whole realm of relationship, whether it's with like a close family member or a close friend or something like that. Like you still want to put like that love in action. Like don't take them for granted, right?
Right.
Don't take them for granted, and you want to make sure you're showing up for them like in the right ways and stuff like that. And
Mhm.
we both know that like we're both huggers and stuff like that. You know,
Yeah.
that we're sisters. It's like we still send that loving wave energy,
Mhm.
send them hugs. You know how I feel about my hugs.
Yes. Yes. That
you know,
was you
be
was
like,
like,
don't
get
play
your
with me.
if you sitting down, get your butt over here. You better give me some love.
Give me some love. Don't be playing with me like that. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Don't be playing with me like that. Listen, y'all. Everybody that know me, you know how I roll.
Yes.
How I roll. Listen, yeah, but but it comes like that balancing act, like giving it and receiving it. You know
For
what I'm saying?
sure.
Giving
For
and receiving,
sure.
giving and receiving. Like you can't always expect to receive it if you're not giving it. To
Indeed. Indeed.
you know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
For
Yes,
sure.
they're balancing, and I think that's a lot of like for me when the love languages actually clash. When love
Mm.
languages actually clash, because like one friend like might want more time or something,
Mhm.
but like me, like I like time. Although like it's like sometimes I can feel like I'm introverted when I told them I just want to be alone.
Mhm.
And it's like after I have that bout of okay, this is my quiet time, this is my me time. Then it's like
Mhm.
okay, where my people at? Where my people at? Where my people at? It's
Mhm.
then I get that more like, yeah, ain't nobody call me, ain't nobody check on me like that. Like where my
Mhm.
people at? Like I'm just getting that mood. Like okay, I just want to be surrounded with like company or
Yes.
find the bust it up with or something like that, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's how, cause I'm like that too. You know what I mean? Like I be thinking, I know I may come off very like extroverted, but I think I'm pretty introverted type person. You know, like I really just be like in my
Right,
own
right.
little world, own little bubble. You know what I mean? I could just be in here, whether I'm drawing, writing, playing my bass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, studying. You know what I mean? Making jewelry or something. You know what I mean? And it's like. Then I could be like, dang, you know what I mean? Like my phone ain't ringing. Nobody call me, check on me. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But what I'll do is like I'll be like, okay, like let me reach out to somebody. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Yeah.
yeah, you know what I'm saying, because I'll be like, dang, like, hello, like I'm here, you know what I'm saying? I'll put a post or something, you know what I'm saying, just to like, be like, hi. Yeah, yeah,
Hey, I know
yeah.
it's weird though. It's weird, like you said, you can't be like introverted when you just want to get focused or zoned in or something, and then you realize, dang, it's quiet. Ain't nobody saying nothing. Ain't nobody call me. Ain't nobody check. Like,
Yeah, but I also it's be those times where I be realizing like, dang, you know what I mean, I done put my phone on do not disturb and I done miss, what I mean, phone calls and you know what I mean, I go back and it's 25 texts or something, you know what I mean?
mm,
Yeah,
mhm,
so it be
mm,
those days though too.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Where I'll be like, you know what I mean, and and sometimes I'll be wondering, like, because I used to think that I used to do that so much that people might stop reaching out. You know what I'm saying? Because they be like, well,
Yeah,
then, you know what I mean? She not responding. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Kind of thing.
yeah.
So it's like I try
Mhm.
not to be so, antisocial. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? So
right,
introverted that I'm like,
right.
I mean, isolating myself.
Mm. You make a valid point, because it makes me
Yeah.
think as you saying that, like, when somebody would ask me, like, what you doing? I'm like, busy.
Mm.
Going on, I'm doing that. I'm always busy.
Mhm. Mhm.
I'm always busy. I'm like, but that's a reality. That's part of my life. Like I always got
Yeah.
something going. I'm always doing something, right?
Mhm.
I literally go into like my office room and sometimes I'll just shut the door because I'm busy. I'm doing something, and I get a lot
Right.
of times that's my way of saying, "Do not disturb me."
Mhm.
Oh,
Mhm.
I mean, I guess a lot of it is that I might send off that energy, like, oh, she busy, I ain't gonna bother her. I ain't gonna bother her.
Exactly.
Right. And then
Mhm.
I start thinking like, dang, I ain't talked to someone, so I ain't hear something. I was like, but now you're making me check myself a little bit. Be like, stop always talking about I'm always busy, because maybe people think about that, but like, I ain't gonna bother because she always busy.
Man, my family used to like say that to me. They'd be like, "Oh, you know what I mean? We don't even know if you in Philadelphia." You know what I mean? Type of thing. So they'd be like, "Damn, like I've been right here. I ain't traveled in months." You know what I'm saying? Kind of thing. But they figure like, "Oh, you always flying off somewhere or something." Yeah.
That's real talk. Because I
Mhm.
remember when you were always on your hiatus all the time. I was like, are you really? You ain't time, like literally. So that's real talk. That's real talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, this girl, like you said, she never let any moth gather under her feet. Like she was,
Mhm.
she was definitely a rolling stone. Like never, like you ain't never know when she was around, when she was home. I'm like, where you at? And then the time when I would think about it, like I'll shoot you a text, be like, hey, are you in Philly? Are you in St. You be like, nah, girl, I'm in New Orleans, or no, I'm in California. I was like, oh Lord, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. So it's
Mhm.
definitely nice that your feet has like planted a little bit. You're a little bit
Yeah.
grounded.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? that I can sit and have like sister talk with you and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, sure, yeah, yeah. So that
Uh-huh.
I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that. But yeah, but them love languages can definitely clash. Like, it's like balancing it out. Like one wants to receive more than the other's willing to give. And it's like
Mhm.
for me, if it's not like even, it's like then I might start feel like, okay, like I'm pouring too much into you. You're not pouring hardly anything to me. And I think
Mhm.
this is probably like in my wisdom years that a lot of my friendships fall by the wayside because if I feel like I'm giving way too much, like my love language is giving and pouring to you and seeing that you need something and showing
Mhm.
up. And your love language is not that way. Your love
Mhm.
language might be like, okay, I'm just gonna call you like, hey, how you doing? And I'm like, girl, I ain't talked to you in like a week. Like
You said
after
a week.
after a week, like after that, I done spent 3 days helping you do this and doing that for you, pouring into you because I'm a
Oh
real
my
friend. I'm
God.
a real one.
Yes.
I'm a real one. You know what I mean? I'm like, now you all good. And you wait
Uh-huh.
a week later to reach out and be like, hey, no, no.
Yes.
So, I was saying, like, sometimes love languages and friendships can definitely clash because
Yeah.
if
But like, do
it's,
you let them know? You communicate that? Like, hold up, wait, like I ain't heard from you all week.
oh, I
Oh,
yep.
good, good.
Time
It's
I be
good to
like,
like,
how
yeah,
come
you
I have
gotta let
not
it be
heard from
known.
you? Yeah, how come I have not heard from you since I came over and
Yes.
we did this and that? Yes, I do. I do. Yup. Yup. Yup.
Yes.
That it's like now it's like for me it's like now finding like that connection that definitely balances out.
Yeah.
That it doesn't feel like one sided, like that
One-sided.
people can't love you back the same way. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Right? So that's when we go into like when love language don't match, right? When you have to set boundaries, right? And
Right.
are y'all able to grow together? Because I feel like I have not had nobody that grown with me,
Mm-hmm.
right? Um, them boundaries has been boundaries where I felt like I was very laxed on.
Mm-hmm.
And every time I talk about boundaries, I don't think about boundaries. Like I just keep hearing that one little voice in my head, right? And it was from
Mm-hmm.
a friend. I like I said, they must have been a seasonal friend because they said to me that you can still be a great friend but have those boundaries. Like, oh my God. When I say them, that keeps ringing in my ear every time I talk about boundaries because I'm like, yeah, because I noticed that our love languages did not match. They
Mm-hmm.
didn't. My love language is like pointing to you. I see you needed it. You had a need. Showing
Mm-hmm.
up for you. Trying
Right.
to take some of that burden off of you. Right. That's my love language. That was my way of
Yeah.
saying that I really love and care about you and value our friendship. Right.
Mm-hmm.
But how dare me see you going through something and not try to do
And
my
not
best to
help.
help and assist.
Right.
Right. So that was my way of showing. That was my way of saying this is. I love and care about you and I value your friendship. Right.
Yeah.
And they literally said to me, like, you can be a friend and still have your boundaries.
Hmm.
So, and it didn't
Mm-hmm.
even like resonate on me. It was just like, okay, but why am I putting boundaries on our friendship when you have a need and nobody else is showing up for you? You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So, but
Hmm.
now that I think about it, I think about them words because they had boundaries in place.
Mm-hmm.
They had boundaries.
Mm. Yeah.
I didn't. I didn't.
Mhm.
So our love languages definitely didn't match.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
because for you it's like true friendship is vulnerable,
Right.
you
Right.
know. Yeah, it's
Right.
like why is there boundaries, you know,
Yeah.
and stuff, you know what I mean? Um, but I don't know. I mean, I think that, I mean, I feel like it's okay, you know what I mean? You know, it's like sometimes we think, like, because the person is our friend, like they have to show up for everything or, what I mean, like they have to do this, they supposed to do it this way and what I mean, stuff like that. But I think, it's just, conversations, what I mean, even being able to let somebody know like, oh, as much as I would love to, I can't right now or, what I
Right.
mean, um Because we still have to remember our own selves, you know what I'm saying? And
Yes.
when I think about, like that love language and stuff, you know what I mean? It's like, just, you know what I mean, putting that love back into our own selves,
Yeah.
remembering that nobody else is responsible for our happiness, you
Right.
know?
Right. Right.
Yeah. So that's why I'm very lenient on people, I think. And, just because I just be, we thinking about that and remembering that, you know what I mean? Like, so like nobody else is responsible for my happiness,
Mhm.
and everybody got life going on. You know what I mean? So that's why, it's like somebody, like I can go a week without talking with somebody, or you know what I mean? And I don't know how they be feeling about me, what I'm saying, not reaching out, or, what I mean, talking to them or something. But, what I mean, because I would be that friend, what I mean, that, like I said, a week or so might go by, or even 2 weeks, or, what I mean, something, but then I'll reach out like, hey girl, I was just thinking about you, what I'm saying, just want to send you some love, what I'm saying. And just to let somebody know like that I'm still here,
Mhm.
that, what I'm saying, what I mean, like that, that I haven't disappeared, what I mean, from them, that they still have access to me, what I
Right.
mean, kind of thing.
Right.
Um, yeah, because, but it'd be like, I could be upset that I haven't heard from them in 2 weeks or something, but instead I'll just like reach out and send some love. Because it'd be like, all right, I don't know. I'd be like, everybody just got stuff going on, and it's not like they've forgotten about me. You know what I'm saying? And I think that also too, like, sometimes when people think that you're okay, you know what I'm
Mm.
saying? People
Mm.
don't be like reaching out and stuff as much, you know what I mean? Because they be like, oh, well, she's good,
Mhm. Mm.
you know.
Well, don't ever assume. Don't ever assume though. You
That's
know.
right.
You
That's
know.
right. You
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
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 Reaching out. Yeah. And it's true. Like you said, like every our friendship might not speak the same language, but like you said, that's
Mhm.
okay. But and the same token is like it's not okay to ignore your own emotional needs in the process, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah. And
and
it's like, if you're doing it, you know what I'm saying, like loving somebody the way that you may want to be loved, you know what I'm saying? It's like, like I said, like that's a sign for them to show that in return. You know what I'm
right.
saying? It's like I said, and if they're not, then that's the sign for you to be like, okay, like they're not giving the way that I'm giving,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just recognizing when the love feels one sided.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
feel like that I'm very good at recognizing when it starts feeling
Mhm.
when it starts
Yeah.
feeling one sided. That's when it's like, okay, it's time for me to reel it back a little bit. Reel it
Right.
back a little bit. You know what I mean? Because my love language is not matching with your love language. You know what I'm saying? You're okay
Mhm.
with not keeping the lines of communication over. You're okay that I've poured so much into you.
Mhm.
Your cup. You're okay with that. Now your cup
Yeah.
is filled. Your cup is full now. So
Yeah.
okay, so now it's like, okay, my bestie, my friend that filled my cup. I'm okay. Now
Mhm.
I'm gonna go about my business. And then
Mhm.
like for me, like on being on the receiver end of that, it's like, okay, least you could do is call me or say hey or check with whoever, you know,
Mhm.
after I was very intentional of filling your cup, you know,
Right.
even
Right.
and ignoring my stuff in the process. You know what I mean? I think
Mhm.
that's when I start to have a problem. It's like
Yeah.
I put my own needs to the side to fill your cup
Oh,
and
yeah,
pour
yeah.
you.
That's
And
not
it's
that's
like
not generosity.
right, and it's like, and now that you're full, and I pour so much into you, now you don't have time to even at least give me a phone call or text or say, hey,
Yeah.
you're good now.
Yeah.
I
No,
pour
we
so
don't
much, you
wanna
know
do
what I'm saying? You know,
that.
so that's when I start to like have an issue. Like, okay, now I feel like, and I hate to say it, but it makes you feel like you're used for your
Mhm.
generosity and the fact that they know that you will show up for them. You,
Yeah.
you know,
Mhm.
some people will use that to their benefit. You know,
That's true.
they would deplete you, get all they can
Yeah.
get from you, and once they've gotten all they can get from you in that particular time, then they don't need you for until the next time.
Yeah. Well,
you
but that's
know.
like what you said about, about paying attention to, if what I'm saying, like when you're pouring, if your cup is also, what I mean, if people are also pouring into you, what I'm
Hmm.
saying, and and not letting yourself be depleted by anyone
Right,
else.
right,
Um
right.
and when you do, I don't know, it was a post one time, somebody said like that, nobody ever uses you. What I'm saying? It's like, what I'm saying, it's like, like you was a gift for somebody, and what I'm saying, it's like you just leave it there. What I'm saying? Like, okay, me, like, I gifted you with my time and my essence, and what I'm saying, with my presence, and what I'm saying, it's like, okay, and especially if they're not giving it back, but it's just knowing when to cut it off.
Right,
What I'm saying?
right,
When it cut off, and
right.
it's like, okay, like, you're welcome. Even if they don't say thank you, you know what I mean? But it's like, you learn from it to not to continue.
That part.
You
That
know.
part. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I've definitely learned how to like start setting like healthy boundaries, and like,
Yeah.
but and still keeping compassion for you. It's like, okay, like
Mhm.
whatever you got going on, I hope it works out for you. I don't want to wish you
Mhm.
any ill will, but I feel like I've poured so much into you that now
Right.
I'm
You've
putting
done all you
boundaries
can
in place.
do,
I've done all I can do.
and you
So now
can't do no more.
boundaries. I'm right. Now I have my
Yes.
boundaries in place, but I
Yes.
wish you well. I wish you luck with whatever is
Yes.
going on.
Yeah. Man, because I'm telling you, it's like, I've had those friendships too where I realized like, okay, um, it's like, I'm being like really supportive, what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
yeah,
because they're needing that support, but I'm not really getting, what I'm saying? It's like,
mhm.
yeah, just feeling that one-sided
Right,
type of friendship.
right,
And
right,
yeah, that it don't feel good at all.
right.
It'd be
It
like, all
doesn't.
right, no, so that's why you said it's like you have to have those boundaries,
Yes.
and be
Yeah.
like, okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yep. That
yeah,
was
so
that
that
was
you're
my
not
problem.
letting yourself be used.
That part.
Um,
That part.
it's like unless you want to, what I'm saying, if you want to do favors or you want to be helpful or what I'm saying, something like that, what I'm saying, you can see it as like charity, charitable.
Hmm.
Um, what
Hmm.
I'm saying, giving a gift, you know. But
Hmm.
yeah, it's like, you don't wanna, like I said, just be like, because then it's like, you're doing it to yourself at that point.
Right. Right. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So that's when I start feeling like people are opportunities when they start to start to see
Mhm.
that you're giving, and you have your love language is always showing up, always doing service, or
Yeah.
people start to use this opportunity, especially if you're not
Yeah.
clear on what you need too.
Yeah. Or they figure like that you're nice.
Right, that you're just so nice that you're going,
You
yeah, girl,
know,
I got sucked into that so many different times.
girl.
Oh, I got sucked into that so
Wow.
many times. Oh man.
Mhm.
Mm.
You
And
don't have to, what I mean? And it's like, I be paying attention, man. People think you ain't paying attention, but it's like, nah, like, I ain't miss nothing. Like, nah, like, I'm
yes,
paying attention here.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
I think once it happens like 2 or 3 or 4 times from the same individual, I know for me, I get that woke moment. Like, okay, I see it. I see it.
Mhm.
See it.
Mhm.
Like they'll call you with their random "woe is me's," or
Mhm.
"oh, I'm broke until next payday," or something is happening in their life, and they knowing that you are that compassionate person, that your love
Mhm.
language is act of service, showing that you care.
Mhm.
They figure
Mhm.
you the perfect person to talk to about the woes, because they know that you're gonna step in and save the day.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
Yeah.
girl, girl.
Yeah. Yes, man. But that's why it's like, that learning to say no.
No.
Learning to say no. Now it's like I'll be like, all right, we're gonna do a self-assessment. Like, all right, am I okay with this? How do I feel about this? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because I don't know. I be feeling like I get that. often. You know what I mean? It's like from like friends and family. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? And it just
yes,
be like, you
yes,
know,
yes. Yep. Hello, hats on a mission. Thank you for tuning in. Yes, girl, man. Yeah, it's like doing what's up vibration now because and it's sad to say like when you feel like you've been burned and burned and burned and burned so many different times, it does. It makes you do that pause. Like, wait a minute, assessing. Let me think about it.
yeah. We
You know
start
what
to
I
be like,
mean?
it's like, I love you, but
But that
I
part,
love you, but
that part,
I
that
like,
that, that part. Yeah. Yup. Yup.
yeah.
Yup. Yeah, yeah. It that so it's like it comes around to like being able to communicate like your needs without like feeling guilty about it. Like saying, you know what, like you said, I love you, but you know what I mean. Like I can't. Like I wish you well. You know what I mean.
Mhm.
Like I hope it work out for you or something like that.
Mhm.
But you know, it gets that fine line. Like, all right, like I'm always showing up for you. Like
Mhm.
when do you ever show up for me? Like so, it's your way of, like
Right.
communicating to them. Like okay, this is like clearly one sided. I need more from you before I can show up for you the way you need me to show up for you going
Yeah.
forward, something like that,
Mhm.
right? And for me, it came down to like accepting that friendships that can serve a different purpose in your life, right?
Yeah.
They can serve a different purpose. Like I have like one friend that we hardly like do anything, like spend time together. They're like hardly might talk on a good day. We might say hey to each other, and it's
Mhm.
like, but I've accepted that friendship for what it is.
Yeah.
It's like, girl, I still got love for you. I have
Mhm.
accepted that friendship for it. I know that in this stage in your life, you cannot be the type of friend that I need.
Mhm.
Right? I know this about you. I seen
Right.
through our conversations, you have expressed that you're looking for something that's not there, like in your personal life. So you're feeling away. So it's hard for you to really
Mhm.
want for them be a good friend. I
Right.
get it. I understand it. So when
Mhm.
I do see my friend, and it's like, okay, if you feel like giving me a hug today, hey, I'll take the hug. Hey, here's
Mhm.
your hug. You might on the day I see her, she might not feel like giving me a hug today. And it's like, okay,
Mhm.
but I get you now. It's like it
Yeah.
don't bother me no more. It does. It used to
Right.
bother me like, God, you so flaky. You so finicky. Like you so fair weather. You know what I mean? Like it used to
Oh,
grab me and get on my nerves. Like
yes.
God, you are not a good real friend. Like you are so funny.
Yeah.
I mean, it would literally get on my nerves. But now that I understand that she serves a different purpose in my life, she's just that person that when I would, if she's in one of those good moods and we can vent and talk trash to each other, yeah, girl, let me tell you about something. Like, I can talk trash to her, I can vent or whatever,
Mhm.
and we ain't got to talk for the whole week, the whole rest of the week. But it's like, if I need a vent person, she's my vent person. If
Mhm.
something going on and I need to bust it up real quick, like I was like, okay, I get you, I understand. It's like I do know about her that if I was to say, okay, the XYZ happening or going on, that she could possibly say, you know what, okay, I can pick you up or I'll drop you off or something like that. Because there has been
Mhm.
situations like that. Although we don't have like that real closeness, but if I say, okay, can you give me a ride home or something like that, she'd be like, oh sure, no problem like that.
Mhm.
So I'm like, so she definitely serves the purpose for emergency situations or something like
Right.
that. So yeah. Well, girl, but it took me a long time to understand, like, what kind of friend are you? Because, honey, child, you got some issues.
Yeah.
Issues. Yeah, because I
Mhm.
remember at one point I was just like cutting her off, like, I ain't got time. You too fair weather. Like, I would start speaking to her
Yeah.
or whatever. Like, I ain't got time for it. It's something. But then she was like, listen, I'm not going to be that type of friend. She said, you like friends that going to talk to you all the time and give you quality time. She said, I'm not that type of friend. Don't mean I don't love you. I still love you. I just ain't that type.
Oh,
I'm like, duly noted. Duly noted.
yes. Yes. But I'm glad y'all was able to have that conversation.
I was like, we had to, because I was like, I was on some like, you know what? Don't even talk to me. Don't
I know
say.
you be cutting people off.
I sure do. Communicado. Yup, it sure was. But it's
Yeah.
started to come to me like, listen, I noticed that speak to me anymore. You start talking to me, this, that, the other. She's like, I just want to fix whatever's happening. She's like,
Oh.
I know what type. I know that you like friends to show up for you, and she's like, I'm just not that type of person. I've got my own stuff going on. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, thank you for having that conversation with me because now I know how to handle you now. I know how to
Right.
deal with you. I
Right.
know how to relate to you now.
Yes.
Yes, yeah. But yeah,
Mm,
I tell you what, love languages are deep. Like people think about them for like relationships, but they can mean a lot too, like with like friends and stuff, and like
mhm.
family members that you're really close to. Just showing
Yeah.
up. You know,
Mhm.
people. And not taking stuff for granted. I think a lot of people take stuff for granted. You know,
Mhm.
it's like you can't just be calling on folks when you always need something, but you'll never show up for them or never pour in. So what?
Right.
That's one side. You can't be doing that. You can't be out here all willingly
Mhm.
just receiving and don't ever get.
Mhm.
If you run across a guy like me, I'm gonna shut it down. I'm just saying. But yeah, but some love language could actually like stop evolving like over time. Like when you get to know your good friends or that special person like start to get to know their love language, they can evolve. We start to understand each other. Like I said, like I just
Mhm.
for example, so like my friend, like I'm like I call her my friend, but I was like she one of them friends that I'm like loosely friend, because
Mhm.
I understand you better, so I know on any given day you might not even feel like speaking to me, but it's okay. But it's
Mhm.
okay. You know what I mean? I get you now. I get you now. You know what I mean? So I feel like now I know how to match your energy the same way. Like now I'm not going to go over the top or be that overly loving, giving type of person. You know,
Mhm.
so it's like I know how to meet you in the middle. So,
Right.
so if I see you and you are like you don't want to speak today, okay, I guess I'm not speaking today.
Yeah.
You
It's like,
know,
all right, she's in the mood.
in the mood. So I was like, okay,
Yeah.
she saw me, but she didn't see me. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm okay. Yep. But that was our topic today. Like love languages and like friendships, not just in relationships, right? Because
Mhm.
it's a real thing. It is a real thing. And if you have been blessed to have like that bestie or that day one, right? Or even like had them coworkers that like check on you sometimes. Like I have them. That's my category. Like I'll have like those coworkers that will check on me. That say, "How you doing? Or how you feeling?" Or see me something like that. I can appreciate those. I can appreciate that
Mhm.
because it still makes me feel love, value, and seen. And so I try to
Mhm.
really reciprocate that. But some of your best friends or somebody really special in life can like kind of evolve just from like a working relationship. It could spill over. You know
Mhm.
to like the real world and somebody that can really like be that valuable person in your life and be that
Mhm.
genuine connection, because that's where a lot of my friendships come from, those real like genuine connections or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I appreciate you for being
Mhm. Yeah. But I
here.
love that. I'm like, I'm going to work on being a better friend.
uh,
A better
yeah,
friend to my friends.
different to your friends.
Mhm.
That's it. It's definitely a real thing. Love languages are definitely real in friendship. Like we tend to take
Mhm.
those friendships for granted. We definitely
Yeah,
do.
because I love my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a
Definitely.
lot of them.
Yeah, definitely don't take them real besties, them day ones, them coworkers that check in. Don't take it for granted, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes love languages clash, but that's when you gotta try to balance it out. Be like, I noticed that they do this, so let me reciprocate that or something like that. Because that's how
Mhm.
you can lose like friendships and stuff like that, or somebody that's always showing up for you is not gonna want to show up for you anymore. You know,
Mhm.
because it's starting to feel like one sided. And I think that's a lot of what I run into. I don't want to show up anymore because everything is
Mhm.
always so. So be
Yeah.
mindful of that, folks. Be mindful of that.
Mhm.
you out here, you know. So, because
Mhm.
respect the fact that somebody is showing up for you, and they are speaking a love language to you. Like you said, whether they that person that like they come over your house and they say, "Ooh, your dishes dirty. Let me do your dishes for you." Or I noticed that you need your food to be so like just an act of service, or bring you like,
Mhm.
girl, I went to the store and I thought about you and I picked this for you and I just want to bring it by to you. So that like
Mhm.
stuff like that, right?
Yeah, I can't help but say, also that being a good friend to yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I think that sometimes we forget, to do that and to be that for our own selves. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like it's okay, to like, get yourself flowers or, what I'm saying, look in the mirror and give yourself some words of affirmation. You know, um, what I'm saying, doing things like, making sure that you are, feeding yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Getting those meals and stuff. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Just taking care of yourself. And being your own best friend. You know. Yeah.
Truly in mind. Truly. Truly in
Mhm.
mind. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. It's like I love that you stamp that part as well. Because I think I kind of mentioned it too, like how you can be, you know, ignoring your own like emotional needs and like in the process of trying to like feed and pour into somebody else.
Mhm.
And that's why I had to learn to like have a healthy boundary and say like if it's depleting me I'm not getting my needs taken care of, then I have to put a pause on it,
Mhm.
pin in it or something. So I
Yeah.
definitely find time to take the necessary steps to fulfill my cup. You know,
Mhm.
but it's going to my spot, making sure I do something for me with that pampering or something like that. You know,
Mhm.
my door for that quiet time. Whatever I
I
need to
love
do.
pampering.
You know what I mean? That's right. I
Yeah.
definitely yeah, but it took me a while to get to that point to like stop neglecting myself, you know, and pouring so much into others. It's definitely
Mhm.
a while to get to that. You know.
Mhm.
That's definitely a good valid point that you have to speak love language and speak life into yourself as well. And
Yeah.
you can't
Mhm.
neglect yourself for trying to
Mhm.
show somebody else.
Mhm.
Yes,
Hey, hey,
sister.
hey.
Yeah,
Mhm.
hey. Yeah, but that was what we wanted to stamp and highlight. That love languages are just not about romance. Like they're about a relationship. Period. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Relationship. Period. Whatever that
Mhm.
for you, right? So
Yes.
sometimes you got to take time, to learn about what your how your friend needs to be loved or that close family member and stuff like that. How to build
Mhm.
those stronger bonds and stuff. Because it will create like that deeper trust and stuff. And like that real sisterhood. Like I said, I have not had a real sisterhood with a best friend like in forever. So,
Right.
I found
Mhm.
real besties like in my sister. You know
Mhm.
which is okay because I trust my sister
Mhm.
more than anybody.
Mhm. I'm about to be calling you every morning.
I trust
Like
my sister.
checking
With
in every day.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
you
next
got me
thing
for
who
life,
I trust,
girl.
I definitely trust my sister.
You got
So
me for life.
that's right. Uh, yeah, but I that you could have been anywhere on these YouTube streets, but you were part of our live, and today, but just for that, it's all love. It's all love. It's
Oh, lovey, lovey.
totally, totally, totally appreciate you for being here. Totally appreciate you being here. Yes. And we always say that if you have not done anything for yourself, please do something for you. Love
Love
on
on
you. Love
you.
on you. Yes. Love on you. Take care of you.
Yes,
Yes. Sure.
please.
Your mental and emotional needs are taken care of. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah. But yeah, so we want you to have a great, great rest of your week.
yes.
Forward to talking to you on the next Sister Talk. I'm TV.
Mhm.
TV's Life. That's my lovely sister, Janae Goddess Light.
Yes.
To hit us a brush. And remember, don't forget to vote. Don't forget to vote. Don't forget to vote.
Yes. Vote, vote, vote.
We have over
Yes.
40 contest. Y'all show us love, y'all. Show Janae
Yes,
some love,
please.
okay? Yes, in that number one spot, guys.
Mhm.
But until then, we'll talk to you soon. Like I said, we
Yes.
gonna
We
talk
love
about.
you.
Love y'all.
Peace.
Bye.